Hi guys. I've been not making any videos lately, and now I feel like making one because I was just listening to this reptilian video by this guy named Tolec, who has a regular job in normal society, but then he also is on the Andromeda Council, and I don't know. I don't really get the whole thing, but I listen to him and I believe everything he says, you know, but I also, part of me is like, what? You know, and I wonder if when we're in a body on this planet, if we're just designed not to believe in anything but what we can see right around us and touch right around us. Or something. I don't know, but his story is crazy, but if it's true, you know, I'm going to have to digest this for a while about the fact that the reptilians who run the Cabal and the Illuminati he calls them Dracos and Hydra Reptilians. Hydra Reptilians. Which I guess is those kind of like watery, slimy guys. And the Dracos are probably more like the vampires or something. And, you know, those bad guys. And, so, supposedly, they're trying to not only take over our planet and control our planet, but they're trying to take over the whole entire galaxy. Because they are genetic geniuses, I guess. They're geneticists, and they can they're really smart. So I'm like, so he says that if they conquer this galaxy, or the Milky Way galaxy, and I know it all sounds crazy, but this video is for the people who get all that stuff, who understand all that stuff, who are interested in all that stuff. If they take over the whole galaxy, the Andromeda galaxy was supposed to be next, and then the Pleiadians. Okay, I'm starting to get it about the Pleiadians. The Pleiadians are also here trying to change the past, change history, so that the Draco Reptilians or whatever don't take over the whole galaxy. But the truth is that really the Pleiadians were a big part of it way back when, and it's partly their fault that these reptilians, if you believe in reptilians, infused their DNA into the human body, into Earth's creatures, and altered the DNA. So if these reptilian guys want to take over Earth, well, we already have their blood in our blood. Everybody's got a little reptilian, just a little, but enough that maybe so that's quite a plan. It's like, oh my God. So it's like, well, who's going to be upset about that? Anyone who's not a reptilian. But the reptilians are going to be happy. So if I think about the bigger picture, who creates the universe, the Pleiadians say it's a female energy that ultimately controls. So if it is, then she would want whoever wins is who she wants to win, right? Or she, he, they, that which is all that is one, but that is split in two. So there's always going to be two sides battling each other. Communicating, co-creating, battling, resisting, unifying, and going back and forth between resistance and unity. So I'm just digesting this crazy video. And I feel I have a lot of thoughts, and I want to share them. And I miss my YouTube account, and I have a new one, but I'm very careful now about not showing too much. And I know I have my fans who love my magical breasts, you know, because here they are being all magical and stuff. But, you know, anyway, I have a lot on my mind right now, and I want to talk about it all. I don't know how to get it all out, and I could just ramble about it, I guess, or, I mean, I have to go see my mom and my sister right now, so, you know, I don't know, there's so much to talk about. I'm just digesting this crazy thing about the reptilians not overtaking this world, but the whole galaxy, and then probably the whole universe. And, you know, what do I think about that? I mean, if it's true, because it's sort of like, are you kidding me? You know? Because part of my human mind rejects all that stuff because it's that part of my brain that would understand all that stuff's been shut down. Now it's getting awakened, but it's funny because My mind can go to all kinds of wild places in the universe, and I can think pretty much anything, and I have an extremely open, searching, curious mind that can absorb a lot of information. So I can go out and grasp all kinds of storylines that have nothing to do with my present life in this body. But then this body, there's part of me that will be like, what is all this crazy stuff? So it's interesting that one person can think all kinds of crazy things or see things and call it imagination maybe, and then the other person doesn't believe in all that stuff, or else does in a certain way but also doesn't. It's very strange. The human mind and the human consciousness is very interesting, and it's developing, so it's not a static thing. We can't go by how it's been. If we're studying the human body as scientists, we have to be constantly on the edge because we are constantly changing and growing. Well, we're studying ourselves. You know, we're down here like scientists, and in order to really study the human body, as a scientist, your best bet is to become one. How better to study the human body than to be a human? Go through the human story. And there isn't just one human story. There's a bazillion human stories. The only consistent stories that we're born, we're supposed to drinketh of the magical milk, because the magic was put into the women's breast. Some magical power, some DNA, some crystalline understanding, some super healing juice was stored. Some creative... Why, when they find out how good mother's milk is and what it can do, they're going to try to harvest it. I bet you anything. If the reptilians... It's a good thing they're getting rid of those guys, because those guys would start to harvest women's mother's milk. I mean, you know, it's designed to go into the babies. How can you harvest that? I mean, I can just picture them trying to harvest mother's milk the way they harvest cow milk. God, can you imagine that? Oh. You know, and in the 50s, how they tried to tell us that mother's milk was bad and to drink their crappy formula. There's something so special about the real thing, the real milk, the real blood, the real thing that's connected with Mother Earth. There is magical key codes. There are magical key codes in our body. Some of them are here. Some of them are there. They're in the whole body, the blood. Oh, my God. So if they've been harvesting humans, as they say, I mean, I'm sure that is true. You know? So what do you do with that information? How do you transform the world with more knowledge about what's going on, you know? There's a lot going on. It's really amazing. I wish I could just project all these thoughts I have through the viewing of the crystal. Wouldn't it be cool if I could think a lot of thoughts? Somehow my crystal absorbed them, and just by watching the video, you could get the thoughts that I was thinking if they were of value to you, along with, you know, the visual of the carriers of the magical key codes. Women, rejoice. You own magical key codes to the universe. So take care of them. Be nice and protective of them. Don't let anybody ruin your boobs, and don't be constantly putting radiation into them, only when needed. Just feel if you've got lumps or bumps, you know, and then if you do, then go to the doctor. But don't just go to the doctor and put radiation in your magical breasts for just because you might get cancer, okay? You know, you're not supposed to live about what horrible thing might happen. You just create in the moment good things. Love your breasts. Love the earth. Love your breasts. Love yourself. Love your body. Love your neighbor. Love your children. Love your family and friends. But mostly take care of your magical breasts if you're a woman. And if you're a man, take care of your woman's magical breasts. Be loving, gentle, and kind. And only touch them with a loving touch that supports them and makes them better. Don't be abusive and rough unless she likes that. Then you can, of course, do whatever she wants. Do whatever she wants. Make her happy, and she will make you happy. It's an amazing thing to realize you have magical breasts, even when you're not nursing. You know, life is pretty freaking interesting. So anyway, wow, I feel overwhelmed. But it's good because it's good to feel. I was kind of depressed and I was feeling kind of down and not excited. And then last night I went out and the stars were out, millions of billions of bright stars that I had, some constellations I'd never seen before. And they almost looked like planetary systems that were close to Earth. And I got inspired to put crystals in my garden according to these constellations, and then plant special plants and do my whole healing thing in the menstrual blood and in the water in the garden and the whole thing. So, and then I listened to this song this morning when I was working out, and it got me very juiced up. So I'm gonna probably work out to it later, and maybe I'll share the video. But and my son, I heard his voice last night, so that made me very happy too. And I think he's doing good. So I'm hopefully gonna talk to him today again. So yeah. So I'm going to make more videos later. I feel inspired, so that's good, because you want to feel alive, and you want to feel, you want your life to have meaning, and you want to be excited about things, because otherwise it's just friggin' dreary here, you know. So when you get excited about stuff, you can share it, and then you feel good. All right, thanks guys. Thanks for watching. Sorry I can't do any more little quarter slip nip things, but hey, you know, I'm going to stick with YouTube for now, and we'll see how saucy I feel, and if I feel saucier, I'll go to Daily Motion. Okay. Big kiss.